question really is what puts you over the top. It is the mind that really creates the body. It's the mind that makes you really work out for 4 or 5 hours a day. It is the mind that visualizes of what the body ought to look like as the finished product. If you think this way, you're going to be a loser. You're never going to make it because there's no maybe. You got to get up and say, I want to be a champion.
Focus in, concentrate on one thing, and no matter if there's a bomb exploding around you, you do not lose your concentration. It's also a wonderful thing to be equipped with. Also, I think just the experience of being much stronger than everybody else, I think that's an unbelievable experience. You feel richer. You feel that sooner or later you can do anything. To me, it's always a great pleasure performing in front of a great audience. It really turns me on. And it's a really enjoyable thing, when you see people enjoying what you do.
I do whatever it takes, the amount of hours it takes, the posing, the this, the that, the visualization, looking at training footage, looking at motivational books, reading this, whatever it takes, I would do. That's the answer I want to hear from you. You can detect right away those that are going to be shaky and that will fall behind and they will not go all the way, and those that are very hungry. And that hunger you have to develop because you have to create a goal for yourself, whatever that may be, a short-term goal and a long-term goal. You got to go after that. If you do not see it, if you do not believe it, who else will? The body is very important, but the mind is more important than the body. You have to visualize what that body ought to look like in order to make it happen. Because that's what creates then the will. The will that you need to go to the gym every day. The will that makes you go into the 4 steps. The will that makes you go beyond when you do 500-pound reps in the squats. You can't do another rep. Your body is shaking. It's the will that makes you go one more time down and struggle up one more time. And so it's all of this, the mental aspect that motivates you, that makes the difference between you being in the gym full of joy, looking forward to doing that extra rep, looking forward to doing those extra 100 reps in the sit-ups and working past the pain period. That all is the mind. It's not the body. So this is why I think the body is very important, but the mind is more important than the body. The first rule is trust yourself. And what I mean by that is so many young people are getting so much advice from their parents and from the teachers and from everyone. But what is most important is that you have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. And I'm talking about not what your parents and teachers want you to be, but you. I'm talking about figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people. And of course, rule number 2 is break the rules. We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. Which of course brings me to rule number 3. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it is the right thing to do, and success will come. So don't be afraid to fail. Which brings me to rule number 4, which is don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, how many times have you heard that you can't do this, you can't do that, and it has never been done before? Just imagine if Bill Gates had quit when people say it can't be done. I hear this all the time. As a matter of fact, I love it when someone says that no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it. So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. I always listen to myself and say, yes, you can. And that brings me to rule number 5, which is the most important rule of all. Work your butt off. You never want to fail because you didn't work hard enough. I never wanted to lose a competition or lose an election because I didn't work hard enough. I always believed leaving no stone unturned. Muhammad Ali, one of my great heroes, had a great line in the 70s when he was asked, how many sit-ups do you do? He said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts. That's what makes you a champion. That's the way it is with everything. No pain, no gain. And let me tell you, it is important to have fun in life, of course. But when you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. Now, if you want to go through life, don't pay any attention to any of those rules. But if you want to win, there's absolutely